Just off the edge of Bangladesh, it would have been impossible to look away. A front row view to the horrors of the past month. An island full of witnesses, now stranded in no man's land. Nur Asha lives there in a tent with the demons of the day she had both her home and her dignity taken away. She says they raped her, one by one at knife point. She says they were military and that it's destroyed her. There's pain in my back, pain in my belly, and when I cough, blood comes out, she says. It's into this breathtaking frontier that such dark testimony first spilled out. The barbed wire fences they breached in late August are just now being fixed on the Myanmar side. And they too are watching.
After the canal, we have the international boundary. This place you can consider as no man's land. Okay.
Lieutenant Colonel Manzoor al-Hassan Khan and his battalion were on watch as people poured in from the Myanmar side.
These Rohingya women and children, Myanmar nationals, they were running across the border and they are coming towards Bangladesh, negotiating the barbed wire fence. If you see those hillocks...
On the horizon, for the border guards and the villagers to see, were also the fires.
We saw a lot of fire, smoke. That means, what I understand, these villages nearby the bordering areas, it was being torched down. You see these barbed wire fence? Yes. All along the barbed wire fence, those explosives are there.
More recently, what they believe are freshly laid landmines, based on the severe injuries they have seen. This close to Myanmar, such sites are impossible to unsee. It's here the border guards introduced us to Anjuara Begum, who lived them. Of her 4 children, only one remains. 2 are missing. The other, she says, thrown into a fire by Burmese soldiers right in front of her. They snatched my 3-month-old baby and turned him to ash, she says. Such testimony and recent satellite imagery clearly showing mixed villages with only Rohingya areas burning are proof enough for the world to act, says this lawyer working here for Amnesty International.
This is an area of human rights abuses that there is more evidence than I've seen in many of the other places and where I've worked in the past, in part because of the satellite imagery, which really shows both the scale and targeted nature of what's happening. And then you have this mass of people who have come out and now are able to speak to what happened.
People who, despite it all, still can't banish the thought of going home. Dean Mohammed did not want to show his face because of security concerns.
I want to go back as soon as possible. I want to appeal to the United Nations, especially United Nations world body, to make it a safe zone for the Rohingyas.
In the hundreds of thousands, they have made their case. And so now they wait. Nala Ayed, CBC News at the Bangladesh-Myanmar border.